Well, hello, me chums. How are you doing? Guten Morgen, welcome, and all the rest of it. Anyway, we're back out on the beach again. It's a Saturday morning. I hate fishing on Saturday mornings, but I have come out very early. It's 5:30 in the morning. We're back on the beach and we're hunting hopefully for some turbot. So, how have you all been? Hope everybody's well. Hope you're getting out fishing. Hopefully catching some nice fish. We're approaching the summer months now, and there's a lot to go for. So today, as I said, we're coming to Northumberland. I am looking for turbot again. Conditions are favourable, I would say. Not ideal, but favourable. I'm here at a different state of the tide. Normally I would always fish this beach at low water. Fishing kind of 2 down, 2 up, the standard. But today I've come for 2 hours before top. So I'm going to be fishing it up to high and a couple hours back down again. Only because it's the only time that I have to allow. I had a chance to go fishing through the week, but the weather was just too hot. It was balmy. We had kind of 24 degrees, flat calm, bright sunshine. I just thought that isn't ideal. So we've got a little bit of cloud cover this morning. As I say, it's 5:30 a.m. It is going to get out bright. The wind's not as strong as I expected, although I'm protected by the sand dunes behind us, but it is forecast for a northwesterly wind at 23 kilometres per hour. Baits of today, the normal mackerel. Got some nice fresh raglan, jumping it is. Rigs, 2-hook. You can see them from there, my normal 2-hook, 1 up, 1 down. I'm just setting the second rod up now. Nothing special. And I am on slightly larger hooks today. No, I'm not. I haven't got that rig on yet. I have got a rig with size 1s on. Put some big baits on for the turbot. So I'm on Arno-Aberdeen size 2s. See there? It's an Aberdeen pattern with quite a wide gape. Kindly provided to me by Ben Arnold from Arno-Hooks. And standard stuff, really clear rigs. Ghost rigs as I call them, no bling, no nothing on. We've got the 2 air lights out. Well, 1 out at the moment. 2 air lights, Pen 5.5s, mono. Could have got away with a braid today. The tide's not huge, I'll stick it over here for you. But I'm sticking to the mono. I'm just going to give it a go. A couple hours out. If anything, it's going to be good just to be out in the fresh air as always, you know me. So that's both rods out now. Beautiful morning. Not sure how it's going to go for fishing, but it's a beautiful morning to be out. Surprising amount of weed on the beach, on the tide line. Hell of a lot of weed, because the last time I was up here, it was horrendous. It actually pushed us off the beach eventually. The weed was just too much. But it's a cracking morning. It's nice and calm. Well, I'd be happy with a slightly more surf on than what there is, but it's nice. And as I always say, and I keep saying, we're out. That's what matters, just getting out. It's been one of those weeks. Couldn't get out through the week, as I said, for the sunshine. It was too hot, so I thought I'd better get out today. Not out of necessity, but I just wanted a little bit of space, a little bit of fresh air, as we do, you know, when we like to get out by ourselves. But it's nice. It's very quiet at the moment, obviously, because of the time in the morning. A couple of walkers coming past. The only downside of fishing the beaches at high water is that you're going to be right in the traffic of dog walkers and holiday makers, etc. But I plan to be gone for around about 11 o'clock. So we'll see these first casts out, and hopefully I'll have something to show you when we come back. Well, the first rod came back at bottom hook empty. No fishies, unfortunately. can get this second one in now. This one's like ragworm on. Bottom hook was stripped on the first rig, but I think it was crabs. Shaping up to be quite a nice day. There's nothing on this one either. Little sand crabs had a little nibble at those. Get this one baited up and back out. I'm going to stick to ragworm on this one though, and we'll keep trying. It's not a beach I generally fish at high tide, this. Just taking a chance today, getting out when I can, you know. Not to say that it doesn't fish well, just I do normally prefer fishing a fresh tide in, from the bottom that is. Actually, I'm going to break that off. I was going to put a full one on, but don't have bait stops on this rig. I've got the flat lead on this one, so I can impart a little bit of movement into the baits. What I generally do is I'll cast it out, and every 5 minutes or so I'll just give it a little tweak. About there. I'm going to vary the distances as well. There could be fish lying in the shallow water close in. There's no surf to dislodge anything for them to eat, so that's why it's always tricky. I always find it's good to get a balance between a flat calm and a surf. I like something like a 2-3 foot swell, like breaking waves, quite foamy. That's where I normally like it for this type of fishing. But you play the hand that nature deals, as I always say. I'm actually getting a bite in the chums. Right hand rod. Just had a couple of nice bites. That's got the mackerel on that one. I don't know if you catch it, I don't know if you can see that. I doubt you can see it on the camera, but it's a right hand rod. First bit of action I've had. So it's second cast out, but it's a bite. And it always gets you going, doesn't it? Hopefully the target. But anything, as always, just to get us off the mark, I like to catch anything. But I am primarily here for the turbot. Sometimes it's a bit of a, still going there. It's a bit of a trade-off, because when you're targeting a certain species, as you'll know if you do it yourself, it's often all or nothing. You have to put everything into it, and you have to be prepared to come away with nothing. So any bycatch is always welcomed. But it is looking good for turbot, I think, but it's a little bit flat. It's so difficult to get to see the way that, you know, getting the conditions exactly how you would expect them to be. It is a little bit flat. We'll keep it going, we'll see if this one develops. We've most definitely got a fish on this right hand one. I'll be very surprised if there isn't. There we go. So have you seen that? Got 2 hooks on there though. There we go, that's a good bite. Let's have a look here, see what we've got. I'm going to bring you down with this. Best I can do. Let's see. Yep. Some decent weight there. It's quite a bit of weight there. I hope this is one fish. I really do. This is on the mackerel. 1 up, 1 down rig. Yeah, I've definitely got a fish on. Is it one fish? Or is it a double header, me chums? There's a fish on the top hook. It's a double header, but they're not very big. And it's not the target. It's not, they're not big, it's not the target. Got a bit of weed, but we're off the blank. If I can get this, there we go. There you go. Very, very small, but fish nonetheless. We're off the blank. I'm going to switch the other rod to fish bait as well, because I've got ragworm on there at the minute. Although I am getting bites on that one as well. We'll get these little buggers unhooked there. There we go, 2 very small flounder. But very welcome, all the same. All's welcome here. The water's very, very clear today as well. Could be good, could be bad, I don't know. Let's get these little ones back. Getting lots of small rattles now. I think they're just immature flounder, just small stuff, you know. Just make sure you're level there. Turn you a little bit. There you go, my chums. Can't tell if you're level on here. This is quite a steep shelving beach at the top end, this beach. Yeah, so we're getting rattles still. There's activity there. They don't look very turboty though. And that wind was forecast for northwesterly. That's more southwesterly at the moment. It is forecast to turn to the north. The sea's going to get up, hence why I wanted to get out before that started. We are getting rattles. There is a little bit of activity there. We're an hour before top water now. And just while I've got you, just like to say a massive thank you to everybody that supports the channel. I don't say it very often because I'm normally wrapped up in fishing, but I do appreciate it. Every like, every dislike, every sub, every view, I love it. It's really pushes us on to do more. So thank you very much. If you are new to the channel and you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. Just click the button. It doesn't cost you anything. So hopefully before top water on the turn, Tommy Turbot turns up. I'm not feeling it. My fishometer's not feeling the turbotness, but you've got to be in it to win it, haven't you? And we're out. That's the main thing. That sun's breaking through the clouds now. It's actually really bright. Beautiful morning. Not much on the fishtivity front, but a beautiful morning nonetheless. Lovely to be out. Haven't seen any birds diving today yet either. Normally there's quite a few gannets here. So there must have been much in the way of bait fishing this morning. But to be honest, there isn't many birds around, which is quite unusual. We're still getting little rattles, mainly on the right hand rod, probably small flounder. But as yet, the turbot is evading me today. There's still time, we've got a couple of hours left. And as always, I'll give it my all, see if we can get something. Things are hotting up, me chums. Had some cracking bites on the left hand rod. I'm leaving it to develop. I've got 2 hooks on. It's always the way to play the game. And get some great bites on the left and on the right as well. A bite on the right hand rod now. Don't know if you can see that from there though. Every time I've got my phone out to try and catch the bite for you, it stops. It's just the way it is. Little fishy buggers. But we've had action on both. There's a bite on the right hand rod now. The bite on the left hand rod was a good pull. It looked more like a turbot bite to me, because they tend to swallow it, suck it in, swallow it right down in the pull. Could be wrong, but it was a good bite. Hasn't come back since though. But we are now half an hour before top water and we're getting bites, which is good. It's going to be a short window of opportunity, I think. We're definitely getting bites. I'm just gonna tweak this one, see what happens, because I don't think, whatever I had a go, I do not think it's there, but I could be wrong. Yeah, still there. Don't know how much you're getting from that distance, but it's definitely something there. I'm going to give it a couple of minutes, 2 to 5 minutes, and then I'll get this one in. I'll bring you back to see if we've got anything on. Getting some cracking baits on this one. On both of them, really. This has got fish on. Let's see. Let's see what we've got. Yep, we're in. It's fighting strangely, this one. It's not very big. You often find that the smaller flounders give you a bigger bite. Oh, I thought it was the target there for a moment, my chums. Coming through the water very light coloured, and I thought it's a turbot. But it's not. Unfortunately, we've got a dog on the beach as well, running around. So it's actually stripped. The other hook's stripped. Should have been a double shot really, but one of them's managed to get away with me, the right mess from my rig. Right. Get this unhooked. There's the other flounder, just a small one. Perfectly formed though, very light coloured. I did think that was a turbot when it first come through the surf. We'll get this one back though. I often find that on this beach, the odd few times when I have fished here at high tide, the flounders tend to be small, just the juveniles. The largest flounders seem to come on the bottom tide when you can get it onto the sandbars and to the back. If you have seen me session from Camas, which will probably be a few videos back from this one, I got some really nice flounder there, so if you're interested in big flounder, check that video out. We've been getting bites, chums, and I think we're in again. This one feels substantial, and if it's not a double shot, very close in this one. Doesn't feel turboty, it's not sticking to the bottom. Oh, it felt substantial. It's weed. It's weed and a little tiny one. This seems to be the order of the day. It's not really very good. Not good at all. It's better than nothing, mind. Don't get us wrong. But they're very small. There's a lot of these. I'm tangled up now. I seem to be missing a lot of baits as well. I've got this at a right angle. I seem to be missing a lot of baits as well, which is probably because they're these really small flounders. I'm not dropping hook size because this is not what I want. Today's snack choice, remember, you know the rest. Right, we're on top of the tide now. Slack water on top. Winds change direction. Amazing how fast it does it. Winds change direction to now northwest. It was pushing more from the southwest before, so it's changed, and obviously the tide's going to go out as well. We're still getting bites, albeit little tiny ones, you know. Still getting rattles on the right hand. All the fish seem to come to the right hand rod for some reason, I don't know. Rigs are identical. There's a rattle there as we speak. Small flounders. Probably can't see that from there, but I've got plenty of footage of the bites. Even though every time I got the camera out, the best baits just stopped. Fish have got a little sixth sense, haven't they? But we're getting baits now on the right. Left hand rod hasn't done a lot. I had a flat lead on that one, but I've changed it over to a ball lead to let it move around a bit more, and I've gone a bit lighter. Sorry, I haven't. I've gone heavy. I had a 2 ounce flat lead on. I've went to a 3, but a ball. Weights can make a lot of difference. Believe me, the weight type can make a huge difference to your fishing. Yes, we're scratching. Yes, it's not exciting, they're small fish, but you can only catch what's in front of you. I say this often on the channel. You can only catch the fish that are in front of you. And today we're struggling. So no turbot, but my quest continues, and I won't give in. I always keep at it. But it's good fun to have a target, you know, something to aim for. I love coming out fishing anyway to clear the old think tank, but to have something to aim for is fantastic. It just gives you that little bit of excitement, you know, you just don't know what's coming. A little bit earlier when I first got here, I bumped into Mick from Turbot Media, who has a small channel on here on YouTube, and he was out doing a bit spinning for bass or whatever would come across. So it was lovely to meet you, Mick. Nice one. And no doubt I'll see you again. And I hope you get something today. I know that you've moved on, trying different spots, so I hope you do well. Still getting bites there. I'm just going to let it develop. I'm hoping that the action brings in another fish and maybe a little bit of size. To be honest, if we get a flounder today over 20 centimetres, I think we're going to be lucky. It's frustrating because the cloud conditions are absolutely perfect. If this sea was a little bit more churny, possibly a little bit more, normally I do get the turbot in clear water, but a little bit of colour, a little tinge is normally good, but it's crystal clear. But that's all due to change with the northerly that's due. Anyway, I'm blithering on. I'll bring you back if anything exciting happens, okay? It's had a stonking bite again on the right hand rod. It's getting all the action. I've cast this one a bit further to the south there. I don't want to rush it. It was a good... It's going again there. Start off as a little rattle, then a good pull round. At this juncture in the session, I'll be happy to get a size flounder. If there was turbot there, we would have had them on the way up, to be honest, I think. But starting to ebb now slowly. That wind swung right round. That's northeasterly, northeast that. It's right in my face, it's turning my eyelids inside out. Well, at last, mic on there, just checking the mic's on, at last, a fairly sizable flounder. Close range, if I can get him, the wind's trying to spin him round. There you go. Not the target, not a turbot, but it's a fish and I'm quite happy with that, and it's a sizable one, instead of those little ones. Seems to be getting a little bit of action now, it's on the ebb. I did miss the bite on the other one. Bottom hook was stripped completely. They're not taking worm at all. I've got ragworm with this, as I told you earlier. They're not interested. It's all fish baits. Well, there's fish there, that's the main thing. It's better than blanking, isn't it? I would have loved to bring you a lovely big fat turbot, but that's the nature. It's very hit and missy. So that's the best fish of the day. It's 32 centimetres. Most welcome on a day like today. It's tough and the conditions have changed. Just shows you how much it can change quickly. Northerly wind. We've got white horses, or white caps as I like to call them, out there. Sea's picking up a little bit. Wind's had the rod stand over, covered in sand. Reels are covered in sand. They're going to need a good washing when I get him, put it that way. Let's get him back. Thank you very much, Mr. Flounder. That change in tide, the tide dropping, the weather has changed hugely. It's gone from flat calm this morning to with a light sort of southwesterly, westerly, to a northeasterly, and it's literally got the sea lifted straight away. There's a sea building. Just shows you when you're out how careful you have to be depending on the mark that you're on, because the sea can change just like that. Weather conditions can change just like that on the coast. Never ceases to amaze us though, nature. It's fantastic, isn't it? Another one, me chums. Just shy of 30 probably, I would say. He's lively. Yeah, flounder. No turbot though. Well, me chums, we'll have another flounder. Not turbot, unfortunately. Quickly measure them for you. Sitting at 28. So on that note, that'll be me finishing. So I'm sorry it hasn't been super exciting episode, or can I call it an episode? You know what I mean. Video. I'm sure it hasn't been a super exciting video, I do apologise. But fishing's what it is. You come out and you target these things. You either hit lucky or you don't. I've tried my best. Conditions have been changeable. The hunt will continue. So I hope you're liking what you're seeing. If you have made it this far, thank you very much. If you're new to the channel, please consider a like and a subscribe, or a dislike, whatever you like. But until the next time, look after yourselves, take care, and tight lines.